late, working at your computer, you see one of those disgusting, many-legged house centipedes skittering around on your floor, and resolve to kill it before it gets away. Wielding a rolled-up magazine, you chase the centipede under the bed, but as you stick your arm and head into the dark void beneath the bed, you are seized with a sharp, sudden dread, and quickly withdraw back into the brightly lit room, only to discover that now they are everywhere. Tanya awoke to the sound of someone talking, of some talk show murmuring unintelligently from the half-muted speakers of her alarm clock radio, and reached across blearily to shut it off. It wasn't until her hand brushed over a cold, clammy something resting on top of her nightstand that she remembered she was in a hotel room, and it did not have a radio. Someone had told Jason that if he put a small animal in the microwave, it would explode. And Jason, having always been a little tyrant, tested this claim on his older sister's pet rabbit. However, though he watched for nearly an hour, all that happened was the rabbit became more and more frantic inside the closed space, until an exasperated Jason sullenly opened the little door to return the rabbit to its cage. Unfortunately, or perhaps fortunately, no one had told Jason that you had to turn on the microwave to achieve this effect, or how deeply into a tiny exposed wrist a ticked-off rabbit could bite. Brandon stayed up until 3 a.m. playing on Xbox Live with his friend Dustin. Both boys chatting, yelling, and provoking each other over their headsets the entire time. The next morning, when Brandon called to arrange a playdate, Dustin's mother answered the phone and tearfully informed him that Dustin had died choking on a wad of bubblegum at 9 p.m. the previous night. Susie received a realistic, talking baby doll as a Christmas gift from her father that year. However, try as she might, the doll could not fill the void left behind by the baby that Susie's father had killed and buried in the basement after discovering the 17-year-old's unplanned pregnancy. Over his car radio, Marcus heard the DJ announce that a serial killer with short, blonde hair and a skull tattooed on his right cheek had recently escaped from a nearby prison. He frowned and anxiously placed one hand on the pistol he kept at his hip, as the young woman in his passenger seat gazed at his profile with mounting horror and prepared to do God only knew what in her panic. Don't think of a pink elephant. It's the oldest trick in the book. As soon as you heard that phrase, a pink elephant immediately popped into your head. Now, don't think of a sanity-devouring, psychotic parasite attached to the back of your mind like a shadow. What little time you have left will be more pleasantly spent forgetting that one of those just popped into your head too.